We want to stimulate staying in the circle. More often than not, we want to help. So we get into the circle and then we move back out to the circle. We're leading to outside the circle. Once you're in the circle, stay in the circle as an attacker. Reposition yourself somewhere else in the circle if you feel the need to move, but stay in the circle. So we stimulate in the circle. That means avoid drifting. Drifting is just watching the ball and moving away. It's drifting, moving away from the circle, away from the goal. We want to stimulate, position yourself where the space is, at the top of the circle versus penalty stroke spot. Often, if you're at the top of the circle, you've got space behind you. If you've got at the penalty stroke spot, you've got space in front of you. And I'm talking with, when I say in front and behind, I'm talking with the goals behind me. So if I'm at the top of the circle, I've got space behind, and if I'm at the penalty stroke spot, I've got space in front. So it's about knowing where your space is and using that space. If you're at the top of the circle, it's a different scoring technique, as is from the penalty stroke spot. Keeping in mind that when we're building up and we're in the attack, the goal is to create space, time and space in the circle. That has to be always at the back of your mind. Time and space, time and space. The higher the level is, the less time and the less space you have. That's just a given. I think that you have to be in contact with the defender and not the defender in contact with you. It's a little different. So you stimulate going to the defender and having contact with them. Then you're leading. If the defenders continually get in front of you or they're looking for contact with you, they're leading. So I stimulate that attackers make contact with the defender. So they're approaching them. And of course, we want our players to be low and strong. When you're small, like I was, and you have larger defenders, you can't be standing tall because you can't see the ball. So it's a natural progression for me to be lower to the ground than normal, so I can see underneath lower. Maybe when you're taller than your defender, you'll stand taller, but you have to also show some strength there and not being pushed off the ball. You also want to avoid having your stick in the air around your waist, around your neck. My son now watches and they have their stick around their neck a lot. They're running around with a stick here. Stick on the ground. When the stick's on the ground, it's a target, so avoid having a stick in the air. A scoring pass has to be a pass that's given to a stick. So that has to be visible. If the stick's in the air, that's where you want it. You want it in the air with your stick on the ground.